Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 12, Chapter 27, The Shiva in All, Part 1 of 3. Shivoham, Shivoham was the exclamation that rose from the souls that knew the truth in a flash of illumination. After long years of cleansing the mind through the process of tapas, penance. I am Shiva, Shiva am I. Though denoted by many names and recognized in many forms, the divine principle is one, without a second. It is Shivam, and it is latent in each being, including man. Holy days are to be spent in the contemplation of this truth and in special exercises to make oneself fully conscious of one's divinity. God is the seed which has expressed itself as all this, but this fact so deeply implanted in the hearts of every Indian for centuries has now been overlaid by veils of doubt, and man has lost the courage and the energy that the faith had given him so long. This was the very core of Indian culture, but the children of India have neglected this and very nearly lost the precious heritage. The fascination for Western fashions of thought weakened the belief in one's religion. That led to the giving up of the disciplines which shaped one's daily life. This in turn led to the deterioration in moral standards. This has bred misery, disunity, hatred, and disgrace. It is time to open one's eyes to the tragedy and retrace the steps. The meaning of worship of the snake. The saints and seers of this land never spoke lightly or acted irrelevantly. They had the good of the generation always in view. When they invested some places as holy, they named some days as sacred. Along with these, the saints and seers also prescribed the rules and ceremonials to be observed by pilgrims and sadhakas, spiritual aspirants, so that their time, expenses, and effort could be used for the expansion of love and the education of the instincts and impulses. The object of every rule was to bring the realization of the Atma as one's reality a few steps nearer. For the Atma in the individual is the Atma in all. Shivoham is the truth, and the truth alone can make man free and full of bliss. Take one prescription, the worship of the snake. Those afflicted with barrenness or serious illness or skin diseases of virulent types vow to proceed on pilgrimage to shrines of Subramanya conceived in the form of a snake. People laugh at this practice. Indians offer adoration to snakes because, in their opinion, they have poisons in their fangs, they say. The truth is quite otherwise. The inner meaning of snake worship is quite different. The spinal column of man, ending with the 1,000-petaled lotus, located near the brain, is very much like a serpent poised on its tail, with its hood widely spread. In the science of Kundalini Yoga, the vital energy of man, lying dormant like a coiled snake at the bottom of this column, in the lowest Mooladhara chakra, which is also known as the basal plexus, is awakened and aroused. It begins to course up through 6 more wheels, known as the centers of superior consciousness, until it reaches the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus energy center, which is at the top of the skull. The passage for the Kundalini is through the Sushumna nerve in the center of the spinal column. Although it is ridiculed as superstition, the worship of the snake is the symbolic counterpart of this great yogic sadhana, which confers vigor and vitality. Every appellation of God has deep significance. Take the demarcation of Tirupati as a holy place of pilgrimage. Lord Venkateshwara, the deity worshipped there, is called the Lord of the 7 hills, for 7 hills have to be climbed before the temple is reached. Obviously, the inner meaning is different here too. The 6 chakras, energy centers, and the Sahasrara chakra are indicated here, for in Raja Yoga, the Supreme is revealed only when the individual raises the vital energy, that is, the Kundalini Shakti, up to the 7th stage. One of the 7 hills is named Sheshagiri, meaning Snake Hill. From the plains, the range gives the appearance of a snake with a raised hood. And what exactly does Subramanya mean? Spend a little thought on that. It means he who has attained the realization of Brahman, the universal absolute, the primal cause, the cosmic consciousness. Every appellation of God has deep significance. In the Vedas, Vishnu, for example, is named Parama. It means Paramanu, the atom. He is omnipresent as the atom, which is found as the substance and substratum of the universe. Vishnu is the cause as well as the effect, for there was nothing else when time began. The one became many, the many disappear, and the one remains. It is true that cattle are different from horses, but when you consider all 4-legged animals, both cattle and horses fall into the same broader category. Similarly, when you expand the category further to include all animals, many distinct forms fall under one label. Thus it goes on until there is only one. End of part 1 of 3, Prashanti Nilayam, February 20th, 1974.